What if you had 1 year, just 1 year, to build a channel? Use it as an opportunity to record memories, to try new things, to meet new people, and make new friends. You had fun, and considered what it would be like in the end. You watched the clock tick down every day with your fans, and some began to question the truth of it all. Some begged to let it carry on, and others even fantasized that there was something more they could do, but time did not slow down. You spent the final days with the people who mattered most, and the final moments came in front of so many who were there along the way. And then, the timer stopped. There was no grand exit, no encore, just an end. The stream stopped first, then the channel disappeared, and then like ghosts, the video slowly deteriorated and vanished. Some mourned, some were thrilled, and others just looked on in horror. But no one got a new video recommended to them the next day. So what did it all mean? What was the purpose? Why was it so important for the channel to die? Well, I think I'll leave that for you to decide, but more importantly, I got my Unus Annus merch. So, hello there, you lovely people of the internet. My name is Ali, or the Seer Mystify, as I have apparently decided to call myself, and my hair is very different now. Looks like I'm gonna have to change my avatar. Again. So before we get into the main part of this video, which is going to be a speed draw paint thing and a little bit of a chat, I just wanted to ask a favor of you. So I'm assuming that a good chunk of people who are going to watch this will have come from my last couple of videos on cultural appropriation and that sort of stuff. I had mentioned that I was going to make a third video talking specifically about Wendigos, but I am kind of struggling to kind of keep up with that topic right now, and I personally, I'm pretty confident with what I've said thus far, and I'm just getting a little bit worn out on it, but I really want to hear from you. If something like that video would be super important to you, I would definitely be still willing to make it. So I'll probably have a comment pinned in the comments section, and if you wouldn't mind telling me, either yes, I do really want to see a video talking about Wendigos and appropriation and that sort of thing, or yeah, we can move on. I would really appreciate that, and that'll help me to figure out what I want to do for the future. But with that nonsense out of the way, let's get into it. Now, if you were there for Unus Annus, you might remember a video called We Made Nude Paintings of Each Other, where they actually encouraged people to also create artworks based off of that video, and I do believe they promised something like somebody would win their drawings, something like that. As far as I know, though, nothing like that actually happened, so big oof for all of us artists who actually did it. But I did in fact do a colored pencil drawing of both of them much closer to when the video was actually posted. But as things were coming to a close and the video was soon to be deleted, in the spirit of things, I decided to redraw one of them almost a year later to see how my skills have improved and that sort of thing. Now, if you're wondering why I only drew Mark, it really just comes to the fact that I didn't have time to do both of them because school and busyness and whatnot. But also, I liked my drawing of Mark a bit less. I think that my drawing of Ethan was still, was pretty alright, but something about the way that I drew Mark's face was just not doing it for me. So, I decided that one would be the candidate for me trying it again. So this one I did digitally, which I've found recently is really my favorite way to do realistic anatomy drawings or portraiture or anything like that. It's just very, very nice to just be able to have the actual image right there, right next to it with the, you can read the colors easily and it's the same size, all of that good stuff. It just really makes it easy to get a better likeness, in my opinion. But if I remember correctly, I think that I actually took my figure anatomy course after I drew that first drawing, so that definitely would have made quite a difference for me, I'm sure. So yeah, my experience watching Unus Annus, it's kind of crazy. It's, it's been months since it's finished, which is kind of crazy. And I ordered my merch in November, so of course it got super duper backed up. And if you don't know the whole story behind that, the supplier, I guess, who made all of the Unus Annus merch got really backed up because everybody decided to buy all their merch pretty much at the very end. There was this whole thing that happened where they brought back all of the merch throughout the year because after a certain amount of time, most of the merch would not be sold anymore. So they ended up bringing it all back for the very end. And I think just a bunch of people ended up buying stuff. Of course I did. But it really is something that is, it was definitely worth the money and definitely worth the wait. It's something that is pretty special to me and probably is going to remain so. And it's so funny because when Unus Annus started, I was really not very invested in it. There was pretty much up until the point of this video, this nude paintings video, I was watching the videos pretty casually, and then sometime after that I pretty much completely fell off of it. I hadn't been watching any of the videos for months and months throughout the year, but I think what happened was I started getting recommended them, and every once in a while I'd watch one and I'd be like, oh, actually that was kind of fun, I kind of like that. And then at some point I just got like really deep into it. I got really back into catching up on everything. I will say I never really felt like I needed to watch all of the videos before it ended. Even in the last couple days, I really wanted to not get obsessed, I guess, with watching every video. I wanted to just watch the ones that interested me. If I heard somebody mention one as one that was particularly good, I would go and watch it. I watched definitely most of them, but I didn't really feel the pressure to like, I must know everything or else it's gonna be gone. And, I just wanted to just enjoy it and not stress myself out with it, which I think was kind of the way to go. But I did watch the entire live stream, the entire thing, and my Wi-Fi actually isn't very good, and so just in case, I was like so nervous that it would lag and fall behind and I wouldn't be getting stuff I wouldn't be able to see it as they were streaming it. So I had both my laptop and my phone playing the video at the same time, and I would just mute one of them just to make sure that I had the most updated version of the stream being played. But it's just one of those things where I'm just so glad that I was there for it. And it's obviously, it's a very, I guess you could say it's kind of arbitrary, it's like, yeah, so what, it's a YouTube channel. There's so many YouTube channels, and obviously Mark and Ethan are still making content, and honestly pretty similar content in some cases. But it's just being part of something that is never going to happen again. And I have such a weak spot for projects that I can tell people are they just really care about it, when they are just really dedicated and they want to make something new and special. That's the way to my heart right there, honestly. And just this idea that, we get so comfortable with the idea that so much of our lives are permanent now, that they can be just uploaded to the internet and there's just a permanent record there. But to kind of take that and flip the script and say, you know what, no, this isn't permanent, and we're not permanent. And the idea of kind of facing mortality is, you know, something that resonates with me quite a bit. So it just was a good time. What can I say? Well, I've got a little bit of footage left, and I don't really have anything else to say. So, hey, so I've got an Etsy store where I sell stickers of art that I make, and I also have an Instagram two Instagrams. I've got two. One where I mostly post random pictures. Sometimes they're of myself with like weird makeup or cosplays or stuff like that. Then the other one is like almost a sort of portfolio for me, where if you're interested in just seeing my art and you don't care about me at all, you know, that'd probably be the one to go to for you. But hey, if you want to, follow me in other places and maybe support me, you know, that's something you might want to think about. I don't know. If you have any cool stories relating to Unus Annus, or if you just want to talk about your experience with it, what it means to you, I would definitely love to hear that. Of course, just because I have only my own version of it in my memory. So I'd love to hear about yours. How about that? I, of course, will be seeing you when I see ya, and memento mori. No, don't try it. Don't you dare try it. You might die if you do this at home. Do. Oh, here's the bridge. Whoa. Don't try it. Don't do the thing that we're about to do. Do.